Bruce, CJ, thanks for sending this to me, buddy. I hope you had a great Christmas, great New Year's, all that stuff. I want to just kind of talk about some of the changes you've made here. The one on the left, obviously it's cold. You know, you're in your playroom or garage or something like that. So what I want to show you here is just what a great job you've done here. Now, because the lighting, you know, you're probably using an iPhone or something like that. It's going to be very blurry, but that's okay. So you can see right away how much more this club, even though it's blurry, is working up that line. So this is back in August on the right. You can see here how much quicker the club has come to the inside. So and it gets way behind your body. Now, you're going to see here a little bit more in front of you. And what we're really looking for, and for people to understand this, or for you to understand this, I should say, is that we want that glove hand ultimately right around in the middle of the chest. So this right here, you can see the black stripe of your glove right there. That's pretty good, buddy. Great job. Now, as you go to the top, you know, just a little lift. Again, we're looking for the left arm, for the most part, parallel to that original shaft plane line. That's a little, you know, that's great. You know, we talk a lot about shoulder plane as well on the perfect connection swing, and so I'm going to just draw that on here and just kind of show some people here. So we got the shaft plane. Let me do this one more time. Let me undo that. The shaft plane is the red line that the club is sitting on. The shoulder plane is ultimately the yellow line. So as long as the club stays pretty much within there, we're golden. Now as you come down, you can see it as again going for the most part right through your shoulder right there. So that's a good job, and that's something that's better than what we were seeing. Here the club was, you could see, it's harder to see from this view, but you could see sort of how the left shoulder really turned. You had a big shoulder turn, a lot of leg movement. As the club comes down, you know, you lost your height. You could see how your rear end is tucked under a little bit, but ultimately how your head has come off that line, so you've lost your posture. Look at this right now. You're back on that line. You're a little bit steeper than what you were, which is good because you used to hit pushes big time and then big snap hooks. And that was a result of you coming out of it with your body position. I think I have one of your drivers here. I wonder where that one is. Let's see. Find this for you really quick. This isn't the one I was looking for, but it's in there somewhere. What happened is you would come down, the left arm would run away as your head pulled out of the shot. Your head, spine, body, all that stuff. You pulled out of it. Therefore, your left arm ran away, and you'd hit this big, you know, push, kind of flip hook. You could see how the rear end, at this point, has tucked underneath. Not good for the back. Great for chiropractors to look at because they know they've got some business. But look at how much more you're in your angles here. So much good. And I know we talked on the phone. You said your handicap's come down quite a bit. Go ahead and give me another call. I want to talk to you and see how you're doing currently. I know you're just hitting inside, but this right now, if you just look at where that club is, it's so much better. And the beautiful thing I want to tell you is, you know, we could sit here and just look at this. If I just did this, and let me clear this screen. If you're just looking at this, I'm going to put a shaft plane line here for you. This is what's so confusing about golf. You know, yeah, it's a little in, but as it comes down, you can see how it's pretty close to that line, and that's why things can get missed. If you're not really looking at the other things, I mean, your body position is so out of whack at that point. You know, you're really, I think you had some back issues. You know, you're really tucking under. You can see because your body was standing up, it wasn't rotating. You're losing the lag. You can see how basically at this point you're going to be cupping it at impact. So just a lot of things here that have been going on. So, man, I want to tell you, you've done a great job. As far as what we're going to work on now, this right hip, great job, buddy. This right hip is sliding way less. You know, I could see it just in there. Your legs are so much more quiet. Not nearly as much knee, movement. And it's less slidey. So ever since that school, you've done a great job. So really good. And this isn't the one I'm looking for. I know we had some where you were face on, the knees were all over the place. There you're kicking that right hip in, which is great to kind of get it to slide less. So that's good. There's that left knee that's really soft that we had talked about, which if you look at this, that's way better. Man, you've done good. You could still, we're trying to get into that triple stack position, which is left hip, left knee, left ankle, all into alignment. That's pretty close. If I draw this line right here, I'll tell you what, Bruce, you have come a long way in 6 months. I mean, we are nitpicking this. This is good. Yeah, I mean, you could probably be into your left hip a little bit more. This line should just be a little bit closer to your zipper. Again, I can't really see what the club is doing just because of the lighting. But we just need to we'll continue as we get your body to rotate a little bit better and you getting into that left hip just a little bit more, a la Tiger here. If you look at this position, you can kind of see how that left hip really gets over. But notice his head. Okay. His head is basically right on that line. His left hip is just a little bit more loaded. You can kind of see if I just kind of drew the angle of his pants. It almost looks angled that way. So it's just getting this left hip into that impact position, probably just an inch more. And then you're going to be able to rotate. But I'm telling you, man, if that left knee straightens just a little bit better, I'm nitpicking you, it's still a little soft. I think that impact position gets really good. I would like you to take your setup from this position right here and literally don't swing back. Just show me. Just shift your weight into that left hip position right there. Go ahead and press the club into the ground. So if I draw this free-handed here, you're actually going to try to bend the shaft a little bit. Don't break it, but try to break it is the feel. You're going to bend that in there. Your left hip's going to shift. Your hips are going to clear. You're going to stay into your angles. And you're going to really feel what that impact position is. This is a drill. So just set up, go into impact, and then go back to normal and swing. Don't take a long time, but swing and really just try to feel that impact position. But I love what you're doing. You can continue to focus on this right hip. Turning. Your legs are solid though, so much more solid. We're just going to get into that left hip off this right foot just a little bit more. Right here, just barely. And man, that's good. That's really good. So hopefully we'll be coming near you again. I'd love for you to come in and see us again in Myrtle Beach or wherever. But great job, Bruce. Give me a call and let's talk. See you.